Alright, today I'm going to show you how to use the animal field guide to the Flathead Reservation. As you can see, I'm on my iPad here, and the app looks like this. So I'm going to click on it, and it comes to this main page. I'm going to go through each of the tabs and show you what they all do. First tab is Identify, so this is where you can look up the different animals. So I'm going to pick mammals, carnivores. I'm going to pick the coyote. On the main page for the coyote, it shows a picture with some information. And to click on more information, you're going to hit these tabs down here. Now, it'll give you a description. It'll also give you the Salish and Kootenai names for them. You click on them to hear the translation. You can scroll down, see their habitat, food, ecology, reproduction, and then their range. This next tab will show their conservation status. So with coyotes, they're very low risk. Next tab shows the tracks of the animal, and you can also listen to the sound. I'm going to go back to the main coyote page, and up in the right hand corner you'll see something called Culture, and I'll click on that, and it'll talk about the Native American importance of the coyote for the Salish and the Kootenai. So now to go back, you just hit back and go to main menu, and then it has all these different animals: amphibians, reptiles, fish, birds, mammals, and you just click on each one to see the different ones. And then down at the bottom you can learn about riparian areas, which is around rivers and creeks. Then climate change, it just talks about the little tab that shows how at risk they are. Go back to the beginning, and then report. This is if you are out in the field and you have a sighting of one of the animals in here. You can click on map and it'll bring you to a map. And you would place a pin by holding down where you found it, and then to share it, you'd share. And the main page has an email for where you would mail it to. Or you can go to report, and it'll bring you to their website where you can input your information and what you observed and where, and you can also submit a photo if you have one. And then here is a how-to if you're not sure how to do it. Next is restoration areas, and these are all the different areas. Again, it has the tabs at the bottom that talk about the different areas and the wildlife value, and then the status of that habitat. And then here's I'll go back. Mitigation site map shows all the different sites. And you can click on it.
LLB 1. In where one water enters another.
So there's all those. Next, they have a nature activities site where you can, and they have some ideas of how you can use this app with your kids. This one is conduct a species count, identify tracks, and for many of the animals, it has the tracks listed under identify. You go to one, and then this shows their different tracks, so that'll help the kids identify which ones they are. So there's all those different nature activities. And then this here, this cultural notes tab just talks about where you can find the cultural information for the different animals. And then it talks about the Native Americans' relationship to the animals. Now at the bottom here, of course, there's credits, like who worked on it. And then this little CSKT will take you to the Confederate Salish and Kootenai website for more information about those tribes on the Flathead Reservation. So that is a little run through of how to use this app. It's pretty easy to explore, so I encourage you to just play around with it before you introduce it to your kids, and I think they'll catch on to it pretty quick.